which brings us to our best bets. We'll stay in that same order. Alex, Jim, me. I don't know if you have things to figure out here, Alex.
We should probably go Jim, Muff, Alex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jim.
I'm going to take Utah against UCLA minus 3.5. I'm going to take UNC money line against Miami. I'm going to take Ohio State to cover.
Ooh, he's doing it.
I'm going to take Kansas State minus 2 against Iowa State. I'm going to take Maryland minus 3.5 against Purdue. I'm going to take Tennessee minus 3 against LSU. Taking the Chargers minus 2.5 against the Browns. I'm taking my Lions plus 3.5 against the Patriots. Taking the 49ers minus 6.5 against the Panthers. I'm taking the Jaguars minus 7 against the Texans. And I'm taking the Vikings minus 7 against the Bears for a total of 11 picks.
So clearly just going against the rules that we set.
Jim.
Yeah.
Not that this matters, but Muffnack says you don't even have enough money to fund all those picks.
Are you sure, Muffnack?
Muffnack's pretty sure. Muffnack was okay with it, but Muffnack just wants to let you know.
Muffnack, I will throw some more money in the coffer.
No, Muffnack's okay. We'll figure out the details later.
Okay.
just for awareness.
We're going wild, Muffnack.
Muffnack's having a vision.
All right. My best bets for the week. Iowa State to cover at Michigan State, 26.5. Maryland minus 3.5 versus Purdue. Illinois minus 3.5 versus Iowa. Vikings to cover 7 against Bears. Commanders plus the points, 2.5, taking on the Titans, hosting the Titans. Chargers to cover 2.5 versus the Browns. 49ers to cover 6.5 versus the Panthers. And the Raiders plus the points, 7.5 versus the Chiefs in Monday Night Football action.
I am going to stick. First of all, that was a big slate for you, Muff.
You got 8 bets there?
8. That's what I did last week.
Okay, I'm going with 8 as well because 8 worked for me last week. And I felt
you literally have a shit ton on your list.
Those at the end are not. I chose not to take them. They're just there. Just don't delete them. Just leave them.
Okay.
But my best.
That means you're gonna bet them later.
They're ones that if I'm doing well, I might look at and be like, "Oh, I like that."
Why did I like this? Ooh, nice.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a reminder for me. So, my actual best bets, my 8 best bets are Tennessee minus 3 at LSU, Kansas State at Iowa State, Kansas State minus 2, Iowa at Illinois, Iowa plus 3.5, and UNC at Miami plus UNC plus 3.5. And then in the NFL, I'll take the Jags minus 7 versus the Texans, the 49ers minus 6.5 at the Panthers, the Eagles minus 5.5 at the Cardinals, and the Lions plus 3.5 at the Patriots.
Let's go, Lions. Let's go.
Lions.
Hey, I hope it hits for you. I really do. That brings us into the specialty picks. I think we've got one of these figured out. The Mike Allstott Hit Stick Pick of the Week.
Kapow, pow, pow.
I got ice in my mouth.
What? I had your back, buddy.
What? Where's the handle? I believe 49ers is the pick.
Yeah, that is the pick.
49ers minus 6.5 at the Panthers is the lock of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll get back on the winning track there. The Neil Brown risky pick of the week.
UNC money line?
Yeah, we need the sound effects, buddy.
Moneyline dog.
Moneyline Doge. You guys are both on UNC?
Mm-hmm. UNC.
But I mean, I do not have anything to offer to this.
The Lions.
But they weren't a dog.
Yes,
the
they
Lions.
are.
No?
The UNC is a dog, Jim.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I was reading that the wrong way.
They're not the favorite.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I have to offer from my slate is potentially the Commanders, but I know that you two are not on board with that, so I'm not going to try to push
I'm not
it.
taking Commanders, but I would listen to the Lions.
No, we're not doing that again.
Iowa, UNC, I'm looking at you guys. This too. Let's see.
Or we can go off the rails and just pick something totally different.
Let's stick with the UNC.
We're Patriots. They're not Patriots, they're Lions. Why did I say Lions?
I'm just looking to see if there's anything in the college world that we could talk about. If not, aside from UNC. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I can toss up there that's worth discussing, if I'm being honest. I'll UNC money line. Let's do it.
I'll do it.
Make her happen.
The Neil Brown risky pick of the week.
Down, 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 down.
North Carolina money line at Miami, Florida. Which brings us to the parlay of death. That's what it was, Alex. The parlay of death.
Yes, the parlay of death. That was it. You're right.
Ugh.
So the 49ers to cover, my 6.5 is obviously on the slate. It may whoever went first last week, I think it may be my turn.
It is your turn.
Okay. Let's take a look here. I'm going to keep it in the college world and take Ohio State to cover the big spread against Michigan State, 26.5.
I'm going to take UNC plus the points.
Right, plus 3.5, correct?
Yeah, not that money line one.
I got you.
Plus the points.
Alex? Good news is I don't think there's any spike picks that can be argued
Yeah,
in this
I
one.
mean, and he's got a ton to pick from. So
Well, unless you choose the Lions, Alex, and then we're going to talk about it. But
No,
this is your pick. This is your pick.
I'm
but
so I'm torn between two, and the reason being I don't know if I want. My gut says I want Kansas State.
what's your head say?
Well, I mean, my head. I guess my head. Here, let me rephrase it. Actually, my head says Kansas State. My gut says the Eagles because, then we'd have two NFL and two NCAA.
I'm gonna mute my mic even.
Muff, what do you think?
I think I think you specifically and me have done better in the college world. So I'm going to trust your head in this one and not your emotions and stay in the college world.
Let's do it. Kansas State -2.
That is an excellent pick.
What was the Eagles going to be if that was selected?
I was not a good pick.
All right, which means the muff parlay of death is parlay of death. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. 49ers my 6.5 versus the Panthers.
I keep forgetting we're gonna have a sound effect come up, and that's nice.
Ohio State covering 26.5 versus Michigan State. North Carolina plus the points 3.5 taking on Miami, Florida, and Kansas State to cover 2 taking on Iowa State.